Okay. GG. Any special around? I guess not. This is not good. Please, bro. this a whack ass jump. Bro, can you pick the fucking aquarium for God's sake? Bro, I need to like not take it seriously, otherwise I'll lose my shit. I have to like loosen it.
Let's get rid of that cake before it opens a path into the cloud arc.
Keep running, keep running. It is so goddamn tanky. I think I have to kill the unstop because he will keep chasing me. There's a crack in the ground. Okay, dude. Alright, so we'll be chilling. This is exactly what I needed. Him to fall down outside of my consecration. That's perfect. I cannot jump. That's perfect. I can't jump again. That catches me. Fuck, dude. Today, not tomorrow. They're almost calming. It's too much. It's too much. Like fucking. How many shots to break down one? Bro, he has perfect cover, it's tilting. GG. GG's. It's all about the cheese, baby. All about the cheese. Bro, I used every cheese possible to achieve this. I was locked in. God. Anyway. So let me stop the music and do the build on loadout rundown here at the end. So 24 is not bad. I've seen people do it in sub 20, and this is like my first clear of this Hypernet ultimate conquest. Alright, so the build on loadout here we have new map pass. So this is the absolute goat right now because it has a very large armor reserves. It applies unravel, suspend if you wanted to, and it's all about like the super regen, the high DPS of this, the range, and the large ammo capacity. This is why this is the GOAT for -50 and higher content. This is like so good, and everyone is using it right now in -50 and above. It's just Embrace here made it to apply Weaken with Withering Gaze and to unshield the Void Shield of the Minotaurs all the way, because there is match game, so you could break the Void Shields without a Void weapon, but it takes so long in match game. And Withering Gaze here is a tier on top, so you can one Acrinium the Tormentor at the start, and this will also help you with the final boss, so you can kill him with only 2 in the second and final phase. You can kill him with only 2 Acriniums, allowing you to have freedom with the 2 other Acriniums. You can use them to kill the Minotaurs. So Withering Gaze here, absolutely very useful here in this GM. For the perk here, it can be whatever you want. I took Vorpal because I don't have a Withering Gaze and Shoot to Loot combo. Shoot to Loot will be useful here, I would guess. Finally, we have Sinus, you have full movement, and to break the solar shields on the large cabals. So for the build and loadout, this is your Worm God Corez typical consecration knockout build. We have here fast purpose, so we can pick Orbs of Power and get Frost Armor for DR. That will also give us more melee damage and more regen with Shield Crush here. We have here Iron Lord's Vigor to get more DR when using the sword, which is here useful in my opinion. Next up here, a Fast of Courage, Darkness debuffed enemies take more damage from light abilities. That is consecration here in this case, so you can get a Darkness debuff by applying Sever with Frenzy Blade, slow with the Glacial Grenade. You could also have them slowed for my previous super. You could also have them suspended with the Transcendent Grenade. Also have them unraveled with the new Malpais exotic special pulse rifle. So this is here to juice up our consecration damage if ever the enemies happen to be debuffed by a darkness debuff. Fast of Blessing. So this will give you higher health regeneration. If you get a kill without knockout proc, this will still heal you, and if you get a kill with the left click of the super, this will still heal you. So this is very useful here in high-end content, because even in your super you still get low HP, so being able to regen during your super is for sure very nice. Finally, here we have damage resist once rounded. This is absolute clutch on all Prismatic builds. To the mod setup, we have 2 heavy hand to generate orbs on melee kills, and then we can thruster to pick the orbs with powerful attraction. That will give us Frost Armor with fast purpose, a little healing with recuperation. It will give us 2 armor charges per 1 orb with stacks on stacks, giving us a long lasting armor charges with time dilation. That'll give us 20 more melee and 20 more super. So the reason why I go with a full Paragon build, so 160, 140 melee, 140 super, 60 grenade, 70 class, 60 class, instead of very low class, 100 super, high grenade, high melee and high health with a full brawler build, is because I prefer the high super here, and so I can have here some class to get my thruster, so I can thruster every now and then to pick the orbs without actually like walking on top of the orbs. So you could go with like 200 melee with full brawler set, but so that will free you up from needing the fonts, but having fonts is nice, and here I'm clutching on the fonts to have higher melee, higher super, and I still have somewhat decent grenade and class stat here with my build. So we have here 2 hands on to cycle between melees, transcendence to super, and when your super ends you will have full on darkness transcendence energy, and you will get 3 of your melee back, so that will give you 3 consecrations to get your full light back, so you can do transcendence to back to super. So 2 hands on is absolutely clutch to cycle transcendence to super, and super will afterwards net your transcendence for sure. So that's it basically here for the mod setup. We spoke about the subclass. For the artifact, MVP here, Shield Crush for more melee damage and more melee charge rate whenever you have Frost Armor. And you guys saw how I also had Overshield every now and then, and that's possible because we are rocking a mask from the event, and this will generate candy, and whenever you pick candy with the event upgrade, that is this one, you will get Overshield, which is very clutch. It will save you every now and then because Overshield has its own damage resist, and whenever you have Overshield you get Shield Crush proccing, giving you more melee recharge and more melee damage. So this is for sure very nice addition. So soloing Conquest right now with a mask is definitely easier than without. Looking here more at the artifact, DR when using a sword, clutch, the triple mods for the rocket pulse. This will give you more damage, more thread links, able to stun unstops. Elemental days, stunning champions will do an AoE. Something here I regret not using, I would change Unstoppable Sniper to Anti-Barrier Scout and Pulse, so I can shoot the boss through his rotating shields with Conquest Embrace and new Malpais. That will save me like a minute because I had to to wait for the shield to rotate, if you guys saw. So definitely could be in the pinned comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I might do this again on Warlock or Hunter potentially. I see everyone is doing it right now on Hunter with Tether, and everyone is doing this right now with Filamentous Helm. And I might do this again with Warlock or Hunter. I will do Avalon soon. I think Avalon is easier than this in my opinion, because there is no weirdo modifier that when you bend over when you break your shields. So I think Avalon will be easier, low-key. Comment, drop a like and comment to help out with the algorithm. Subscribe for more. See you on my next one. Good luck farming, and I'm out.